Hello and welcome back to the Core Learning channel. If you like our videos, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. Today we're going to be looking at raising to the power of 1, raising to the power of 0, and raising 1 to the power of x. First we'll look at raising to the power of 1. It's really not a hard rule. Anything to the power of 1 just returns itself. So if we have some number x to the power of 1, it just returns x. We can run through some examples. So we can see here 3 to the power of 1 will just be 3, 100 to the power of 1 will just be 100. If we took a decimal number, 0.1 to the power of 1 is just 0.1, or even a fraction, 2/3 to the power of 1 is just 2/3. Now let's have a go at some practice questions. Pause the video and have a go at these questions yourself. Now we're going to look at raising to the power of 0. Quite simply, anything to the power of 0 just returns 1. Let's go through a few examples. We have 3 to the power of 0 equals 1. 100 to the power of 0 equals 1. You can see where this is going. We have 0.1 to the power of 0 equals 1. Or we could take 2/3 to the power of 0 and this just returns 1. Again, let's try a few examples yourself. Pause the video, have a go at these questions, and then unpause it when you're ready to see the answers. And lastly, we have raising 1 to the power of x. When we look at this, 1 to any number is just going to give us 1 in return. We'll have a look at a few more examples. So we have 1 cubed, this is just 1. We have 1 to the power of 100, again just 1. 1 to the power of 0.1, still just 1. Or 1 to the power of 2/3, again just returns 1. Let's have a go at a few more questions. Pause the video and attempt these yourself, then unpause when you're ready to see the answers. So if you ever forget one of these rules, there is actually quite a simple way that we can derive this ourselves. It requires knowing one rule. This is the power rule, that if we have a to the power of x divided by a to the power of y, this is equivalent to a to the power of x minus y. So we can use this rule to derive x to the power of 1. So if we take 2 as an example and we have 2 cubed over 2 squared, well, using this rule, this is equivalent to 2 to the power of 3 minus 2, which is 2 to the power of 1. We can expand this left-hand side though. So we have 2 cubed is just 8, and 2 squared is 4. So we have 8 over 4 equals 2. So all we have to do is equate the left and the right-hand side, and we get that 2 to the power of 1 is equal to 2. And so more generally, x to the power of 1 equals x. And we can use this again to derive x to the power of 0. So if we took the example of 2 again, and we have 2 cubed over 2 cubed, well, using the dividing powers rule, this would be 2 to the power of 3 minus 3, which is 2 to the power of 0. And if we expand that out, 2 cubed is 8, so we have 8 over 8 equals 1. So if we equate the left and the right hand side, we're going to get that 2 to the power of 0 is 1. And so our rule is that x to the power of 0 equals 1. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed that, please remember to like and subscribe.